Tumeona kwamba leo mgeni wetu wa heshima alikuwa party leader wetu Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gashagua. Mumeona tumekawia, ingefaa tuanze saa 5 kamili. Lakini tukangoja hadi tunaona inafika saa 10, tukasema tuje na tuambie kwa nini hajakuja. Mheshimiwa party leader leo vile aliamka asubuhi, William Ruto, Rais wa Jamhuri ya Kenya, akasikia kwamba Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gashagua anakuja Kisa East, akaamurisha kwamba asijaribu kutoka Nairobi. Na Mheshimiwa Rigathi Gashagua alikuwa amelipia ndege yake chopa ya kukuja hapa. Wakaenda wakatisha yule mwenye hiyo chopa, kampuni ya hiyo chopa, wakasema watainyima biashara ya serikali. Hiyo chopa ikakataa kubeba Rigathi. Akaenda akalipia chopa ingine. Chopa ikasema kwamba iko na shida kidogo. Wakamwambia kama unataka kuenda basi tuingie, lakini tumekuambia iko na wakasema tukamwambia waregeshe basi pesa zile ambazo Mheshimiwa Rigathi alikuwa amelipa. Wakasema wataregesha next week on Tuesday. Mheshimiwa Rigathi akaamua kuenda kuchukua fixed wing, ile ndege ambayo sasa ina fly, inakuja inatua hapa Kisumu. Alafu tumchukue na gari tumlete hapa. Wakasema kwamba flight traffic huko Kisumu kuna matanga mingi huko, so ndege mingi zinaenda huko, so hiyo yetu haiwezi fika. Tukangoja, tukasema sababu airport ya Kisumu mumesema iko na traffic mingi, basi kuna airstrip ya Matulo pale Webuye. Wakakubali, tukachukua magari zetu tukakimbia Webuye. Tumeenda tukakaa Webuye, tukafika huko kasema hiyo airstrip imefungwa mpaka mwaka ujao. Wakasema haiwezekani. Tunavyoongea saa hii, mimi nashukuru sana wale maafisa wamekuja kutusaidia leo hapa. Hiyo ni mumeonyesha ushujaa. Asanteni sana maafisa wale wa polisi ambao wamekuja kutusaidia. Tunashukuru sana.
Ningetaka kumwambia William Ruto, wewe umepanda ndege, umeenda mpaka Marekani. Mbona unakataza Rigiji apande ndege akuje Kuisero? Mbona unakataa Rigiji apande ndege akuje Kakamega? Unajua Rigiji hata akiwa pale Nairobi ama akiwa Munyoro ataongea hapa Kuisero leo. Ataongea hapa leo. Sababu ukimkataza kufika, hujakataza sauti yake ifike, itafika. Si ndio? And it is very wrong. Sisi Rigiji ametutuma hapo jana ndio tukuje tufike, ndio akifika hapa tumchukue pale Webuye ama Kisumu ndio tumlete mpaka hapa. Sisi tukafika jana, tunamngoja ile chopa ambayo anachukua na alikuwa amelipa jana. Leo kuenda kufika hapo saa 4 wanaambiwa, imeambiwa ikienda juu isirudi chini. Sasa mimi nauliza Kasongo, mbona unakataza mpaka wafanye biashara wafanye biashara? Sio mtu ni muoga? Muoga si muoga? Muoga si muoga? Alimwasema ni? Ati ni? Kwa hivyo tushukuru hakupanda hiyo ndege. Tushukuru. Tushukuru Rigiji hakupanda hiyo ndege. Sababu hiyo mtu angefanya kitu. Kweli nitamwambia hivyo. Na mimi nasema zile ndege kama wangemwambia jana vile wameambiwa, angefika na barabara. sababu Rigiji sio muoga. Rigiji angefika mpaka hapa, lakini saa 5 wanafanya hesabu kufika hapa ni mbali. Lakini sisi tunasema sisi tunamuunga mkono na tutamwambia nyinyi vile mnasema, hadi mnasema nyinyi watu wa kusikiza ground. Si mambo ndio hayo? Harambe! Harambe!
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it is a conversation that we need to have. After this revelation that today has been made by the DCP Deputy Party Leader Cleophas Malala, together with the Kiambu Senator Karugo Adangwa, who alleged that today's flight for the former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua was blocked. For Gashagua was meant today to grace an event in Quisero where he was supposed to be the chief guest or the guest of honor in that event in Kisa East to celebrate the Thanksgiving of the DCP candidate that won the MCA election in the recently concluded by-election. But to our surprise, we are being told that Rigathi Gachagua's flight, he had booked a flight, he had already hired a chopper, and the company that had given Rigathi Gachagua the chopper and that had hired the chopper to Rigathi Gachagua was intimidated after receiving a direct call from the government grounding that chopper and telling them that if they are going to give Rigathi Gachagua the chopper, then that chopper, once it leaves, once it takes off, then it should not land. Ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, in the year 2021 and the year 2020 and 2022, the campaign trail of President William Ruto then as a deputy president was one for the books, because he was able to maneuver from one corner of the country to the other. Remember, as a deputy president, he was entitled to a Kenya Air Force flight, a Kenya Air Force plane. The plane meant for the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, or the chopper meant for the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. And that was the one that Deputy President then William Ruto was supposed to use during his campaigns. But something actually happened. After his fallout with the then President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, he was forced to actually hire his chopper. But things fell apart also when Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta decided to actually ground the choppers that he had hired. So what did William Ruto do? William Ruto had a lot of friends, and it's better to have friends in high places and friends that are able. If you look at the circle of Rigathi Gachagua, that is when you realize the man does not have people that can actually even lend him a chopper or give him a chopper, donate a chopper to him. In the year 2021 and the year 2022, the way William Ruto was able to outmaneuver Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was because William Ruto, had been given choppers by billionaires like the billionaire himself, that is among some of the richest people in this republic, Humphrey Kariuki, who was funding William Ruto's campaign. He was able to donate about 3 to 4 choppers to William Ruto. William Ruto also, even apart from the choppers that were handed over that were given to him by his friends, he also had his own choppers that he had bought. He had at least 2 choppers. Are we together? So that actually gave him even the energy to move from one place to another and to be able to outplay the campaign that was being funded by the then regime of President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. Are we together? But now come to the likes of to this time when Rigathi Gachagua is campaigning. Rigathi Gachagua should actually be having about 3 or 4 choppers of his own, but he doesn't have one. Alafu, the circle that surrounds him is circle of one-term senators, first-term members of parliament, people that are there not to benefit Rigathi Gachagua, but to benefit from Rigathi Gachagua. Are we together? And that is why we are saying it's high time that these people start lobbying for. I mean, look at the circle that surrounds the united opposition. Nobody has eti, hakuna mtu hapo ako na eti a plane of his own or a chop of his own. Is it Kalonzo Musyoka? No. Is it Fred Matiang'i? No. Eugene Wamalwa? None. Martha Karua? None. I mean, nobody. Nobody. At least hata angekuwa kwa hii ligi yao Jimmy Wanjigi, then we would be talking of somebody that at least has a chopper there. So now the story that actually happened today, it's a story to open Rigathi Gachagua's eyes. As of today, allow me to actually dive into this story open-mindedly. We are being told that the Democracy for the Citizens Party DCP leader Rigathi Gashagua has finally, as of today, broken his silence after missing a high-profile Thanksgiving ceremony in Kisa East, claiming the government orchestrated a blockade that prevented him from flying to the event. The December 5th ceremony was organized to celebrate DCP's Aduda Okwiri, who won the Kisa East Ward MCA seat in the 27th November by-elections. Gashagua was expected to preside over the celebrations, but he was conspicuously absent, sparking speculations until he addressed supporters by phone. In his call, Gashagua confirmed allegations raised earlier by DCP Deputy Leader Cleophas Malala that multiple aircraft operators were threatened or pressured into cancelling his flights. And I quote him, "All the planes that I had booked were not allowed to let me use them. But it is okay," Gashagua told residents, breaking his silence on what he described as an orchestrated effort to frustrate his travel. Now, Malala had earlier claimed that Gashagua's fully paid for chopper was withdrawn after the aviation company allegedly received threats from government officials. A second helicopter was also cancelled over technical issues, and attempts to charter a fixed-wing plane reportedly failed. Kiambu Senator Karugwa Thang'wa amplified the claims, accusing President William Ruto's administration of intimidating aviation firms and dictating who they should work with. Now, Gashagua, however, assured supporters that the setback would not stop him from engaging with them politically. He vowed to visit Kisa East in 2026 and outsmart those he accuses of trying to restrict his movements. The embattled DCP leader has been on an aggressive political offensive, having recently attended a Thanksgiving ceremony in Kariobangi North for another DCP, Victor David Waroi. His party also banged the Narok town ward by-election, securing yet another win against the UDA camp. Now, with this silence now broken, Gashagua's remarks are expected to intensify political tensions as both allies and critics await his next move. But one thing for sure, it's high time that Rigathi Gachagua start lobbying for financial muscle support. Because without financial muscles, I mean, these people won't be able to deal with William Ruto bwana. William Ruto in the year 2022 and 2021, the man, yes, was frustrated by the state and the government of Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. But he was able to lobby for his people. While he was campaigning on this head, Musalia Mudavadi was on the other head. Rigathi Gachagua was on the other head. And they both were flying with different choppers. And all these choppers were donated to William Ruto by his friends. But Rigathi Gachagua ako hapa saa hii ana rent chopper. Ladies and gentlemen, it's high time we tell these people the truth. If you don't actually start lobbying for the financial muscles to actually lift you and put you in a position that you can be able to match the energy of William Ruto or the resources of William Ruto in the 2026 campaign trail or in the 2027 campaign trail, then you will be up for a treat with William Ruto. The man is a political monster. He has all the resources at his disposal right now to intimidate you. So you have to actually be able to lobby in a certain level and you leave this politics, this village mentality politics. Hii siasa ya kuruka kutoka Murang'a kwenda Nyeri, ukitoka Nyeri unaishia Meru ama Embu, that is politics that actually you should be done with. You should be bouncing from this plane, your plane should be bouncing from Kuisero to Ugunja. But that requires financial muscles. Ladies and gentlemen, I would love to hear your take in regards to this matter. Leave a comment in the comment section. Don't you forget to subscribe and leave a comment. This is the Kenyan Daily Report.